everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about K-pop songs that I think got too much hate compared to how much that I enjoy them. These are songs that I enjoy to an extent where if one of my friends says that they're bad, I'm going to pick up not only my sword, but also my shield, because at that point, I need to defend these songs with my life. Of course though, I'm only going to argue with somebody who doesn't like this song if I actually know them and am friends with them, don't worry. Now for this video title, I actually asked my friend Cordy, aka Namjoon's Lost AirPods on YouTube, if I could use basically the same video title that they used for their video a few weeks back for mine now. And since this video is now being uploaded, obviously they said yes, so subscribe to Namjoon's Lost AirPods and watch their video linked in the description below. Thank you again to Cordy for the inspiration for this video, and without further ado, let's talk about the first song. So if you know me and my channel, you definitely know that I enjoy the Boyz best when their title tracks are more upbeat and lighthearted. And while Maverick didn't even come close to topping the likes of DDD or No Air, it still was pretty good and I think it got too much hate. I'm typically not a fan of whispering in songs because it always feels somewhat out of place, and it usually throws my listening experience off balance, if that makes sense. However, in Maverick, I really like Kevin's whispering line right before the chorus. Maverick had a sort of Hunger Games / Squid Games / Final Destination concept to it, and I think the whispering complements that concept well. It makes the song feel a lot more sinister, a lot more alluring, a lot more suspenseful, you get what I'm trying to say. And contrary to a lot of people, I actually really enjoy the drop to the chorus, and I think it pays off well. Would I say it's the most catchy hook I've ever heard? No. Would I say it's the most interesting hook I've ever heard? No. But would I say it's the chorus that fits the rest of the song the best out of any song I've ever heard? Also no, but it does still fit pretty well and it does the job that it's set out to do. So what I'm trying to say is Maverick is just a decent song, and I don't understand why everyone treats it like the worst thing they ever heard. The Boyz have made better songs in the past and they're going to make better songs in the future, but Maverick was still okay and it wasn't that bad of an era. So the second song that we're going to be talking about is Bam by Momoland, which undeservingly started the downfall of their career. Even though I totally agree that the similarities between Bam and Boom Boom are uncanny, two songs sounding similar doesn't stop either one from being good. And I actually like Bam a whole lot more than I enjoy Boom Boom. Not saying that Boom Boom is bad though, of course. I find the loud brass instrument that plays throughout the entirety of Bam a lot more digestible than the one in Boom Boom, and I think the verses, bridge, rap breakdown, just everything about the song has a lot more charm. In Boom Boom, nothing about the song is awful, but the only thing that really stands out is the chorus, but I can't say the same for Bam. Both songs have a trap rap breakdown after the first chorus, but the one in Bam has a much smoother transition and has a way better flow and rhythm to it than the one in Boom Boom. The verses in Bam also just have a much better sense of energy, and it ends up making the entire song memorable. Generally, I wish people were able to overlook the fact that Bam and Boom Boom are similar and realize that Bam is actually a big step up. And if Ready or Not and Freeze did not exist, this would be my favorite Momoland title track of all time. So I don't think too many people necessarily hate Yes or Yes, but if you told a majority of people who know all of Twice's title tracks that your favorite one is Yes or Yes, most of them would probably give you some sort of side-eye. And I know this is true because Yes or Yes is my favorite. And personally, I don't understand why so many people find Yes or Yes to be somewhat underwhelming. I am a huge sucker for the more upbeat and cuter side of Twice's music, and out of all of the Twice title tracks that fall under that category, Yes or Yes has the most longevity. First of all, Yes or Yes has my favorite thing ever in K-pop, a two-part chorus, which means that the chorus never gets boring or irritating to listen to on loop because there's so much content within it to unpack. I think the little trade-off section that they do in the second half with Momo, Jonghyun, and Dahyun is so adorable, and while I enjoy the sound of Twice's vocals, I think they sound especially good in Yes or Yes. Full disclosure, to be completely honest, there is no other Twice song that I will loop for hours on end on any given day, and I think Yes or Yes is just the peak of what Twice is as a group, if that makes sense. You know that I come first. I'm the winner. I didn't get it at first, no pun intended, but seriously, when this song initially dropped, I was a huge hater. I didn't like the lyrics, I didn't like the vocals, I didn't like the instrumental, I liked the rap, but it's Everglow, so of course I like the rap. And I guess I just thought First felt very overwhelmingly basic and generic compared to what they usually put out. But after a little bit of reflection, First is definitely a lot more creative than ONEUS and Dun Dun combined, if you think about it. Dun Dun and ONEUS feel like generic girl group songs, but First is more more like a noisy 4th gen boy group, which is my favorite kind of music in K-pop, if you couldn't tell by my obsession with MCND. First, just has a sense of confident cockiness. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. But anyways, this song just has a sense of energy that hits in a different way than that of Dun Dun and ONEUS. And it is so much better. This was actually my favorite Everglow title track for a good period of time, but then they had to drop Pirate and my entire world just got shifted. Like, wow. Everglow's 2021 run was actually phenomenal.
Like sure, I can't believe it. Feel like sure, let's face the party. Feel like sure, all we need.
So in my last video, I said that Shark is my favorite Universe single, and I am here to explain myself. Listen, I know that chorus is very annoying, and yes, I know it sort of sounds like it's out of tune, but something about their vocals just itches my brain in the right way. I love obnoxious music that knows it's obnoxious but doesn't care what anybody else thinks. By releasing this song, Oh My Girl were basically saying, we're gonna have fun with this song, we're gonna enjoy it, and if you don't like what we're putting out, then that's on you. The ones who get it are gonna get it, and thankfully, I'm one of those people. Since this song was released through Universe Music, a lot of people's only impression of it is through watching it on that app or maybe on YouTube a while after it came out. And I think something that a lot of people don't know is that YouTube and the Universe app actually compress the audio of songs a lot of the time. And Shark is a prime example of it. It sounds totally different if you listen to it on Spotify or a different streaming platform. And it actually sounds way better if you listen to it on one of those. So if you haven't done so already, I highly recommend that you go do that, and maybe it'll change your perspective on the song as a whole. So now that I've solidified myself in the MCND fandom on basically every single social media app that I use, something that I've seen recently is people saying things like, oh my gosh, I love every single MCND song except Na Na Na. And whenever I see that, I just have like huge question marks floating over my head, at least 3 of them. Because how are people really saying that MCND's 3rd best title track, right behind Crush and Spring, is their worst song? That just does not make sense to me. Na 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 is when MCND literally took a page directly out of Ateez's book and put their own twist on it. And personally, this is what I believe good noise music sounds like. The fact that this is one of their least well-received comebacks truly does baffle my mind, because I don't understand what everybody else doesn't like. You have a heavy EDM instrumental, you have fast raps that flow really nicely, and you have powerful and strong vocals. That's literally everything that you need for a good noise music song, and MCND pulled that off flawlessly. Yes, this is better than Movin', yes, this is better than Top Gang, and yes, this is even better than Ice Age to me. Like, I'm sorry, but it's true. It's not my fault that MCND put out a flawless comeback each and every time, besides Movin', and it's not my fault that you don't understand it. But I'm gonna need you to start understanding that, because how am I gonna push my MCND world domination agenda if people don't want to jump on the train? Come on, I know you can change your mind. Do it. Do it. Do it for me. You and me. We're gonna be pushing MCND world domination together. Let's do this.
Hey, okay. Oh my god, yes. Say, oh my god, yes.
The amount of hate that Orbits specifically have for VIVIZ by Hyolyn boils my blood, because this is my 2nd favorite Loona solo, and that's saying a lot considering every single one of them is good except for Kiss Later. I'm sorry Yojin, this doesn't reflect your character, I still like you, don't worry. Personally, the only reason that I'm so defensive over VIVIZ is because so many people absolutely hate it. I would be fine if Orbits just said that it was one of their least favorite solos, but Orbits specifically will go out of their way to talk about how bad VIVIZ is specifically. But I just like it so much. I think the verses are so catchy, I think the chorus is amazing, and I think it's a super unique song. I just think VIVIZ deserved a lot better. It did not deserve to be like, what, the worst selling album of the entire year of 2016 or 2017. That was cruel, twisted, and unfair. And that concludes this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and once again, thank you to Cordy for letting me steal their video title. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and definitely let me know what songs you would defend with your life in the comment section below. Thank you all again so much for watching, and without further ado, I'll see you all in the next video.